voice in the empty flat, could picture him standing over her. "Shapeshifters, you know. Wares," he growled and clawed his hand at her. "Werewolves, Rhian. Haven't you ever met a wolf?" He jumped on her theatrically, and she had fallen over with a shriek, his heavy body pinning her down. "It's getting late," he said. "I'd better walk you back to your bedsit." "I've some things in my bag. I could stay here tonight," she replied. "It's a small flat. I only have one bed." "I know," Rhian said, raising her lips to his. She smiled, recalling what a bad girl she had been, and regretting not a moment. Then the numbness came down like the curtain falling for the last time on a cancelled play, and Rhian went back into robotic mode. She couldn't bear to feel, to let herself hurt. She slipped into the bathroom, retrieving her wash bag from under the sink. The area was surprisingly spacious, with room for a full-sized bath. It had probably served a much bigger living area before the building had been subdivided into the largest possible number of flats. The bedroom, in contrast, was minute. Nevertheless, the landlord had squeezed in a single bed, side table and wardrobe. Rhian opened the wardrobe, removing the few things that she kept there. All James's clothes were still hung on hangers or crammed into carrier bags, waiting to be washed. She pulled a shirt out of a bag and lifted it to her face, smelling his scent. She almost broke down then, but she held it together. She had promised herself she would not cry. She froze her feelings until she felt hollow. Inside her head was a vacuum, a cold emptiness like the centre of a bronze-cast statue. Rhian put the garment down and was businesslike again. She gathered up everything, her clothes, her wash bag. What else was there? She wanted to leave no sign of her presence in the flat. She opened the drawer under the side table. Inside was a bad photograph of a girl sitting on James's knee. She remembered the picture being taken in the passport booth at Victoria Station. They were waiting for a train to the coast for a day trip. It rained the whole day, and she had a wonderful time. She put the photo in her pocket. Rhian looked into the bedroom mirror. The face that looked back at her was near identical to the girl in the photo. Both girls had the same short-cut dark hair, the same petite bone structure, but the eyes were different. The girl in the mirror had eyes that were 1,000 years older. She put the photo carefully in her coat pocket and turned away. She was about to leave when a thought struck her, so she reopened the drawer and pulled it completely out. Feeling under the lid, she found an envelope taped out of sight. She slipped open the flap to reveal a slim stack of 10 and 20-pound notes. She placed the envelope in her coat pocket next to the photo. She put her rucksack back on, loaded her bag upon her shoulder, and placed her key firmly down on the computer table. She would not be coming back. Ever. The door closed with a click of the Yale lock when she let herself out. She went down the stairs and out of the front door onto the street. Rhian walked along the pavement for a few meters, then stopped. "I wonder," she said, "where I should go." Chapter 2. The Tube. Outside Ealing Broadway tube station, a large schematic map showed the various bus routes into the outer West London suburbs, Hounslow, Uxbridge and Heathrow. Coaches ventured further west down the M4 to Slough, Reading or even Wales. Return to Wales? That thought concentrated her mind. Return to her mother and the endless stream of transient uncles that passed through her house, uncles with greedy eyes and wandering hands. She came to a decision not to go west. She would go east, as far to the east as she could. Rhian was running away all over again. She punched pound coins into the vending machine on the wall. It refused to accept her £2 coin, so she resorted to the old trick of licking one side, disgusting but effective. The machine disgorged a single one-way ticket to Upminster on the end of the district line. Rhian had absolutely no idea what it was like, but it fulfilled her two vital criteria.